Hey, it's Alex. We got a quick one today. We're doing Intro by the XX. Let's hop into it. We're going to right away start with just this guitar part. The guitar just like gets us going, and now you're going to have this horn come in. Brr, brr. It almost is functioning like a bass, but we are going to have like a more proper bass come in over here. And then I put voice chords here. This was like, I wasn't sure if I should put this in or not, but later on in the track at the end, we do hear some of these. Like right around here, you can hear like a... It's just like a droney chord. It sounds like it's maybe some sort of like voice synthesizer patch or something, but whatever. So you have voice chords and horn playing with the guitar playing, and the guitar is very simple. It's doing that rhythm that goes from one note here to another up here and then drops down. Very simple. It's just kind of like mirroring this nice little progression. The horn and the chords are following. All right, so very simple. In the intro, I know this track is called intro, so we're going to have to just deal with that. But in the intro, we have this melodic line established. We have horn and voice chords complementing the melodic line. Then to add more vibe, we put in the kick drum here, and then we're going to have bass. And that's about it. And then you're going to have two little claps. And then you're going to get into this solid groove, which is kind of like the intro, but now it no longer feels like an intro. Now we're really into the business. How do we get into the business? By adding full-on drums. Now we have like more kicks happening. Claps are going consistently on the 2 and the 4. And then we have this little hat. The bass line has more activity. And we also switch the melodies. So we go from melody 1 to like melody 2. And let's just listen to that. Boom. Very simple. So if you're ever like producing and you're like, how do I make something interesting? Maybe switch up the melody. You know, melody 1 goes into melody 2. Maybe add some drums. Maybe have sections where you don't have drums, then sections where you do have drums. Simple stuff. Part of why this track is so cool is because it's so simple. And yeah, so let's keep it rolling. So now we just went from our intro into our solid groove. And now this is exciting. This is getting us excited. So now we want to chill. This is common in at least the types of music I break down. This is our 39th breakdown right now. Go ahead and check out others if you want. Click on Response channel, subscribe, like if you like this so far. Boom, boom, bam. But yeah, this is very common to have tension and just like excitement and then a release. And so we just had our excitement. Now we're going to release. Easy. So you might notice this section is basically the same as this section. The main difference is that we have a little more excitement here, which makes sense because we're further along in the track. And so it's nice to have a little bit more excitement than in the beginning because, you know, it gives us this nice sense of linearity. How do we have more excitement? Well, there's claps in this part. You don't really see claps here until the very end. There's also more kick activity. Just look at the amount of kicks here versus here. For example, let's just click in the middle. So here's the section. here's the middle of the section. Let's click in the middle. Hear those drums one more time. Now listen to the drums over the middle section of the first part. Boom, that's it. More excitement. So what do you think is going to happen when we return to this section, which is that main groove section? We're going to want more energy, right? So how about we throw in vocals from Romy and Oliver that just like really help mimic or really help add to the vibe of this guitar. Remember, the guitar is going do 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 do. So what if we just make that melody even more interesting by having different leads, in this case 2 voices, mimicking, harmonizing with it, for example. Let's see how that sounds. Let's see. Maybe that's a good idea. Yeah, we're almost done already. This is our shortest video by far, and I love it. So basically, yeah, now we're just going to outro to the intro of this song. I don't think that works. But to end it, we're going to have the guitar really chill. It's just trying to like put us to sleep, saying, hey, that was a great intro, wasn't it? We have a whole album ahead of us. So I'm just going to play one little note at a time rather than all these rhythmic things I've been doing over here. I'm going to just play a little slower. We're going to let these, you're going to hear those like chords there a little bit. You're going to hear the bass. And we're just going to have like a nice little time to go to sleep now. You might be asking yourself, Alex, I heard some voices here, and I actually heard some more guitar notes here. Why'd you leave it out? Well, there's a very interesting reason for that, and that's because I was too lazy to double check and actually do it. So yeah, there are some voices here that are playing a couple notes. I think Oliver does something over here. It's cool. It's sparse, you know. It's really calming us down for the end, and especially right here, you can kind of hear those chord things I was talking about. Hear how it's kind of. That's really nice sound, isn't it? That might be some horn, I guess. See, I didn't even put the horn here. I got lazy. But yeah. That was a quick one, but that's the track, right? We have this A section, we build up, we build it up, we go to a B section, we go back to the A section with a little more spice than before, we get into the B section with more spice than the first B section, then we chill out with a modified A section by just having the guitar being a little bit different, we have a little sprinklings of voices, we just soothe it out with these chords and horn, and we're done. That's it. That's Intro by the XX. Like and subscribe. I don't get paid for these videos. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Spotify. It's going to be great. And enjoy it. More videos are coming.